Hey guys, and welcome to the video tutorial on how to build a self-sustaining peat farm using a computerized system. So, the first thing you're going to need to do is mark yourself out a 17 by 17 box. So, like this. And make sure you've got enough room around the outside underground to have an extra block worth. Because when I was building this one here, I built into the wall a bit when I was underground, running the wires. So just make sure you got that bit of room there, otherwise you may run into issues. So you need to dig. Once you've got the box marked out, you need to dig down 5 blocks from ground height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dig the whole lot out. And then on the 6th block, you need a floor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll be back once I've done that. Okay guys, I've just about got the whole dug out now, and I'm about to blow out the last layer if I can find something to power this with. Hope this works. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, so that's a very effective way. I love that dynamite. Now that we've got the hole made, I went ahead and put some walls on it and put the floor in. I didn't explain this before, but these outer walls here and the internal walls do serve some purpose. They stop the water flowing out from the peat farm if it ever doesn't put a dirt back or something like that. If it's out of dirt or bog earth, it sometimes doesn't put a dirt back, and the water can flow over it. It's not harmful, but it's annoying. So that's why we're doing there. So now that I've got the hole dug, I want to go ahead and put a layer of stone brick or your building block of choice under wherever this outer ring here is. So we need to put it in out to here, all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm also going to put in the railing up here, which is the inner circle there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Okay, now that I've got that done, I'm going to fill the middle with glass. Okay, now that the glass is in, we need to place our PeatBog, turbo, computer, disk drive, lever, and lamp. So let's go ahead and do that. PeatBog needs to go in the middle. Let's put that there. Doesn't really matter which direction. Turbo beside it. Computer, we need to make a way into here. You probably already had to do that. I haven't needed to because I'm in creative and whatnot. So I'm just going to knock out a little doorway thing there. Because I know that wall's not used. It's not in the middle and it's going to annoy me. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay, so I want to find the middle again, and I want to put the computer in the wall, disk drive to its right, lever to its left. The lever is very important. It's hard coded in. It has to be to the left of the screen. And I want to put a lamp above it just as an indicator as to whether the lever's on or off. Right, so that's that all done. I'm going to get ready for the next step. And yeah. Hey guys, this is tricky. I may screw this up. Okay, so I've had a bit of a look at the other one. So we need to come down. This needs to be 1 deep into the floor. And over here we need a 3 by 3 hole that is 2 deep. Except for that last block. And along here we need these parts. Okay, so Churchies hates me apparently. Cool story, bro. Sorry, bro. I need to. Why isn't it coming around the corner? because that's in the way. Okay, so on the, that's not actually going to be there. This has to face this way. Make sure you get this facing the right way. The little hole should be at the back. And this here has to be facing the chest that will be here. So the cables are, make sure this is yellow too. It can't be any other color. Has to be yellow. Otherwise the code is not going to know what's going on. This comes down along there. I don't know why I'm having so much issue with this. That's how I did it before. And this one here is purple. And it stops one short because there's a T flip-flop here. Now this needs to face, and I don't have a screwdriver. Give me a second. Needs to face like that, and it should be flicked that way. Now the item detector needs to go in. Again, make sure this is facing the right way. Big hole should be facing the small hole, and we need to put a piece of pipe in the middle. So we're not off to a bad start here. I can also get some of these covers and put them over the top like this, because we need to extend this wire later on. Alright, I'm going to get ready for the next step. Actually, I know this bit here comes over here like so. So hopefully you were able to follow that, and I'm going to go, don't need that bit. I'm going to go get ready for the next step. Okay, let's do this. Man, this is complicated. I'm starting to struggle already. So this needs to run along here, level to this. Then it needs to go into some white cable. That runs into a NOT gate. But before I put down the NOT gate, I need to put in some piping. So let's just knock that out of the way. Pretty sure I've already forgotten where the NOT gate goes. Where the pipe goes. I know this runs over. Hold on, maybe I can remember. This goes over, and this is an orange around the corner. And that goes into the block breaker. So we can get that in place. Now the pulverizer goes behind the block breaker. And that means the power cord I was thinking about goes here. Which I am using golden conductive because it doesn't lose any power. That needs to sit down in there and run this way. Just a few. Get that later. Now I wasn't clear about this before, but I intend to do this tutorial and I'll tell you where to stop so you don't have to make the fertilizer. So you can just make the peat and I'll stop when the peat is just set up enough to the point where it'll just come into a chest. So I'll stop then and I'll let you know that the whole system, and in the description I will also put a separate version of the code that the computer runs that is designed just to run peat and not the fertilizer, which is just a little bit smaller. It's, yeah, not a whole lot. I can edit that easy and make another version just for that. So right at this moment I know that this needs to come out. I need to put some blocks back in here. Now where's that NOT gate? It needs to be facing this way, so it's off. Goes into some red alleyway, and we've got to stop this connecting. We can't have that connecting like that, so we need to put in one of these little covers. That turns and that runs into a timer. Timer needs to be set on 4 seconds, and the timer also comes out and runs up like that. Okay, so that's this step done, and that's all I've memorized. So I'm going to go memorize some more, and I'll be back again. Okay, guys, I'm ready to go again. I got it this time. I got it. Okay, so we're going to start with the deployer. It needs to be on top of this redstone signal here, and it needs to be facing this way. This guy's going to have a bucket in him later, so if I forget to put it in, make sure you put a bucket inside that. Now, we need a hole here. That's going to stop the water flowing into the cobblestone generator. Later on, we need iron chest. No, we need automatic crafting table on top of deployer. Now, I sneaked and jumped there, so I didn't sneak click to put it on. I'm going to sneak click again, and I'm going to put a chest on either side of it. Now, I need a block here and here to stop stuff coming out. Now, the deployer needs to have 3 source blocks. So we're going to do there. And this one down here needs to be taken out as well because it needs water in it as well to ensure we keep a source block there, because this one is going to be flowing into the water here. The water block here flows into here, and then that leaves it with only one that's actually flowing in the right direction to refill the one in front of the deployer. So by taking that one there out, we get another one. Now on with what I was doing, we need the transposer, and it needs to go on the back of this chest here. It is, of course, facing the wrong way. That big hole needs to face the chest. I think I may have it now. Just check. No, one more. Right, so that hole should be facing backwards. In that hole, we are going to put lava eventually, but not right now. Because right now, we're going to go back over this way, and we're going to set up a power supply for a redstone engine later on. So the way to do this, coming across this one here, we need a panel on top of, I said a panel on top, not, where did my panel go? Yes, panel on top like that. This comes across. I think it's here we start the white wire again. It's probably an efficient way, more efficient way to do this. Probably from taking it from there, maybe even. I probably overlooked that when I was building, but this is how I did it over there, and there could well be a reason for it. And what else is next? Have I used everything on my inventory? I think I have. Oh, we can put in, oh no, we can run this bundle cable. Right, so where it is here, it branches off. That's why I didn't put the lava in yet. It comes up to this height. Oh, now I'm breaking blocks I don't want to break. That one needs to stay. So it's going to come off this one. Metal cable comes around and around and around. It gets to where the lava is, and then it goes up and over the lava and onto this block. Which comes onto this block. And here we put a blue piece. It has to be this light blue. Then sneak and click and put a piece on top of that. That's going to power this guy. Now, later on, the wire does keep going along this wall, but for just making the bog earth machine that supplies the bog earth for this, we don't need to run that wire any further. It's going to stop right there. I've had a good look at it. Now I want to put this block over here back. And I want to grab some lava. Where did my lava go? I'll put some lava there. I should have put the water in first, actually, but and I want to put some lava there. I want a water bucket. And put water there, there. I'm going to punch this. And now we've got a cobble generator. block breaker can keep using. Should. It's going to keep going. Now, while I'm here, I think I will set up the pulverizer. Now, the pulverizer's got its own little way of controlling things. Now, first thing you want to do is make sure its control cells is enabled. Then, you can see how this face on mine is here. That orientates it. So when I open the GUI, that face is here. So the one to the right of that would be the one that's at the black. So this one here is now at the block breaker. And I need the stuff from the block breaker to go into the blue slot. So I'm going to set this to blue. This is the back of the machine, directly opposite the back of this. So I need that to have the yellow. And the rest of these don't need. Yes, they do. This one here needs to have the red, I think. No. That's the bottom. I don't want the bottom to have anything. This one here needs the red in my case. Give me the red there. And this one needs nothing. Alright, so now we've got red out the top, yellow at the back, and blue is actually, you can't see it, it's facing the block breaker. So that means all the stuff that comes into the machine will go into this. The red will come out the top, which is the sand. And anything else, it will actually go into the void pipe, which I have a block in the way of. So let me just quickly grab the void pipe. You will need one of these. Are really easy to make. You shouldn't have any problems making them. I'm just going to quickly do this. Oh, actually no, I was wrong. I did have the block in the right place. Lol. It's inside the machine like that. Okay, so now we've got the void pipe in place. Next, I think we will be doing some piping, mainly from the pulverizer to the chest over here. And I think we'll be putting in the pipe for the dirt and looking at doing some of the pipes from the machinery up there. So for the most part, all the wiring's done now, I think. Don't think we've got any more wiring to do for this part of the machine anyway. Everything's connected. We've connected the deployer. Connected the redstone engine that's going to pull the stuff out. It's going to pull the PeatBog out, or bog earth out, I should say. So we're going to put a actually going to put a redstone engine here. We can do that now. Where's the engine? Yeah. So that's going to go there. And I believe the pipe comes over this way somewhere, but I'll have to have a look at it. Now we can use some gold piping here. Yeah, I know I'm improvising, but I've just hit a memory bubble, and I know this is alright. So I don't want waterproof. I need normal gold transport pipe. I think in the last Buildcraft update for 1.4.6, gold pipe changed. You don't actually need to power it anymore to have it work, which is quite handy. I want some cobble transport pipe. And of course, there it is. Where'd it go? So this is going to come up and run over the top of all this and put the sand into the chest like so. So I'm going to have to go look how this dirt line's done, and then I'll be back. I've looked at the piping a bit more, and I'm ready to go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to place down the motor. Now, I don't know what you're going to use to power it, but if I was just getting started, I'd probably use a Stirling engine. It should be enough to power it, I hope. For your sake, I haven't tested it, but we'll find out. So now that I've got the placement of that is actually placed one block to the side of the PeatBog. PeatBog and right on the floor. So now that I've got that placed, I can start to do some of this other stuff. Now I'm going to get the red power tube, the pneumatic tube, and I'm going to take these two out of here. And I'm just going to run this up into the chest here. Ignore the fact that it connects to the engine there. The engine has no inventory, so it's not going to. And it just gave me a piece of stuff I didn't want. Thank you. It's helpful. Okay, so now we need to run the pipe for returning the bog earth, I should say, to the engine. So the easiest way to do this is it comes straight down underneath the engine. It goes down 1, 2, 3 into the ground. I'm just going to dig a big of a hole here for me to get in around here. Now, this one over here, we need to connect the other end of it to a wooden pipe, so it can pull it out of here. And connect some gold pipe just here, just to speed things up. So 1, 2 pieces, it'll get it going at a good speed. And then we're going to go into the ground here. Now, I think we need to get down one more to get it on the same height as the other piece. And I'm just going to punch out the ground here. Nope, I went one too far. Okay, so now that that's in, we can look at getting out the dirt. We need to get the dirt out. Now, I used a stone pipe here and ran it down right next to the other one, but I've actually looked at it now and I should have done this. So this is just a small change, it won't hurt, it's all free space. Should not affect your ability to get fuel into the engine if you need to, but I'm going to run mine like this now. And I need an iron chest, so I'm just going to grab one from here. Put the iron chest there, and bring cobblestone piping. Down like this. Now I didn't put any speed pipe in any of this, because I wasn't able to in my own, due to the fact that it was so close and the gold pipe would have just connected. So let's just put some gold pipe in amongst this line here, keep things moving nicely. And some dirt. I think that should do it there. Now I'm just going to fill this in again. I don't want to fill that in too much because I know I need to get in there again next. Because next comes the rest of the power line. Because we need to provide power from the motor here, both into the side of here, so I can actually do this a bit if I grab some pipe. Do some of this now because I know that's the wrong type of pipe, Rusty. Put a wooden conductive pipe there. Now, a lot of people probably think that because I want to branch this way, this, come over and down, that I should branch off of the wooden conductive pipe that would be here, like right above the motor. There's going to be a wooden conductive pipe. If I can just, I'll just quickly grab it. Wooden waterproof, wooden transport. Where's the wooden conductive? Come on, why are you doing this to me? There it is. It's going to be a wooden conductive here. So a lot of people would probably think that you should grab this golden and put it here like, not the golden, this stuff, conductive, and do it like this. But if you do it like this, what will actually happen is this piece of pipe here will blow up. It happened to me numerous times, and I eventually worked out that I just needed to do it like this. So yeah, don't be cheap on the pipe. It needs to go like that. Now we also need to connect it to this guy over here. And I think I did it like something like this. Sort of winging it here. This could be wrong and we may have to change it. But I'm pretty sure this is right. And it'll go like that. I'm just going to backfill this hole now. So that's all good. And I need to go look to see what to do next. Okay guys, I'm back again, and let's do a little bit more, and then we're going to do how to get all the coding installed. Now I'm actually going to go back to my desktop and show you guys how to do that. So some of you may not know, so just for the sake of being clear and helpful, I will show you on my desktop. Server owners, I expect you to be a little bit smarter, and you should be able to do the same. It's the same process but just on the server, so you guys will be right when we get to that. Now first of all, I've looked at the other one, and there is no reason why this has to be here like this at all. Me and my noobiness, and probably my rushing, and the numerous rewrites that I did of the cabling system, there's no reason why that can't be like that. Now, some of you may need a redstone wire over to power your engine. In that case, this is how you can do that. Just like so. Now, I will point out here, you probably already noticed, but the white power cable turns on when the program is running, and the only time it turns off is when the program is sleeping, which is when the lever is off like this, and when the program is stopped, providing it stops with the power cable off. The factory will not turn this white cable off if you stop it mid-program. You have to stop the program after you've turned the lever off in order for everything to turn off. As you can see, this wire here is currently on because it's running through the NOT gate before, and it's actually stopping the timer running at the moment, which is good. Now, I still haven't put the bucket in the damn deployer down in there, and I am going to have hell getting in there to put it in. Actually, I said bucket, not. And that's all it needs. So you can pretty much cover all this up now, because this is all done. Later on, when we go to add in the fertilizer, we'll need to bring this power line over this way. But we'll get that later on. Right now, let's jump into the coding. Now, the first thing you're going to need is this floppy disk. Right, to get the floppy disk, we have to do some file editing. First thing you need to do is craft yourself a floppy disk in-game, which is just a stone and some redstone, I think, from memory. Oh, actually, I've got a red floppy disk, so mine's a special one. Is there a crafting recipe? No, I don't want. Yep. Okay, I'm in an endless loop. Give me the normal floppy disk. And which one is the default? Here we go. It's just a piece of redstone and a piece of paper. And then you can just dye it. To get the floppy disk, you're going to need to do some file editing. The first thing you need to do, though, is find out where you need to put the files. So to do that, craft your floppy disk, put it into the disk drive. So put it in, open up the computer, and if you type slash, not slash, just ls, it'll list all the folders. So you can see now that you put the floppy disk in, it'll list disk as a folder. If it doesn't list disk, put the floppy disk in. Now we want to go into the disk. So ls, no, cd, sorry, cd disk, change directory, disk, right? Now I believe we can type ID. No, that's the computer ID. That's computer ID number 10. I want the disk ID. Be right back. Okay, so after some searching on their wiki, it seems there is no way to get the disk ID. So let's just use that computer ID 10. We'll have to do it the other way. We won't be able to install the programs onto the floppy disk like I have here, unless you only have the one floppy disk in your map, and then you can just guess the ID that way, because it'll be the only folder. But you'll see that in just a second, so let's jump over to my desktop. Here we are on my desktop, and here is the zip. I'll have a download for this in the description of the video. So the first thing you want to do is extract it, and you'll get these two files. Now, PeatBog, that will do everything up to making fertilizer, ready to output the fertilizer to use in biomass production, or whatever else you may want to use fertilizer for. The bog earth will do just that, just make bog earth. So look at them again in game later. So the first thing you want to do is find wherever you installed Feed the Beast, because I am using the Feed the Beast pack. Yes! I'm actually using the Minecraft pack in Feed the Beast. So here's where I install Feed the Beast. I put it in my documents just out of the way, so it's all over my desktop. So once you're there, go into the Minecraft pack, and we want to go into Minecraft, and then we want to find the saves. Now find your map. So this is my map name. Once in there, there should be, but there's not in my case, because I never use the computers. There should be a computer folder in here, so if we just made a new one. In here, there should be a computer folder. Once you're in there, you should see your computer ID. Should be like ID 10 in my case. It would be 10. I'm playing on the server, so it's not on my desktop. So you see ID 10, and then you just drag these two files into that folder. That's going to install them on the base directory of the computer 10, and I'll show you how to access them from there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back onto the server. Now, server owners, it's pretty much the same thing. Find your map into the computer folder, find the computer ID, and just drop it in the base directory. Not that hard for anyone that needs to install it on a server. Okay, so here we are back in Minecraft, and we should be ready to go. And yes, the plus sign is my recording start key. Okay, so now what I've done, I just copied over both the files into the computer's directory, and you can check that they're there by typing ls, which is short for list, and we can see we've got bog earth and PeatBog. Now, because we've only got all the stuff connected up for the bog earth, I'm just going to type bog earth to start it. Starting production, stopping biomass because the lever is not turned on, which is fine. It's all good, well and good. We need to provide the engines some power, and I think we should probably quickly just grab this guy down here for the peat, so you can pipe the peat out of this chest here. So if you just want to make the peat farm, this is all you're going to need to do. Just pump it into a chest, pipe it into a chest I should say, and turn this on. Now the peat bog up here is going to be wanting some bog earth. So to give him some bog earth, we can actually just put, if I get some dirt, probably going to want about 2 and a bit stacks I reckon. And we've just put dirt in this chest down here. The system's going to start to take it, and it's going to start to process it. And you should hopefully see, yep, gonna make some sand. To go with, but because we haven't got this powered up yet, it's not actually furnacing, pulverizing the, where's the darn coal? What is it listed under? material. Yeah, have some coal. So hopefully we should see this guy here power up. Just a second. Here we go, he's going to power up. So you can see that we've got 8 in here and 8 in here. They will always stay the same. Code is designed that way. You need equal parts sand, equal parts dirt. The water, well, we actually haven't programmed the recipe yet, so we should probably do that too. Timer down here is controlling, should be. Why is that not? There it is. It's firing the bucket and filling the bucket up with water. So we just need to program the recipe into the auto crafting table here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I only need 4. What am I doing? 4 dirt, 4 sand. And let's just program this. I believe it's sand, 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 dirt, 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 and water. Nope, I got it on the way again. Gosh darn it. There we go. So everything should be working now. This guy's powered up. But he's not really keeping up. So you may need a bit more than a Stirling engine to power this by the looks of it. So let's just need another wooden pipe. And I need another conductive pipe. And the motor. And why can't you just face the right way and be helpful? Come on. No, you're gonna make me search for the wrench. The wrench. And some more coal. Why are you being so uncooperative? And of course now it wants a redstone signal. You guys should be capable of making this automatically turn on. You just gotta connect it to the white line somehow. You can't just, yeah. It's gonna take a little more work than that. But you should be able to get it to work. Hopefully now we can get enough power into this guy to keep him on the go. Seem to be now. So we should have. I think we've already got some in the machine. No. Certainly got a build up of dirt. This guy's been a bit slow, he's a bit behind. But he will catch up, hopefully. And any second now we should see some bog earth come out of the machine and go up in. So while waiting for that, I think I will try and find a panel somewhere. I think I have one. Gosh darn it. Quickly steal this one. And I'm going to start to cover all this because he doesn't need to be exposed anymore. So you just use these covers and I say too much. I know it. I can't help it. It's habit. Very, very bad habit. So to make this look nice, I can do this. Of course, it steals my darn plate. And Mr. Helpful Inventory Management likes to put things in my inventory I don't need. second, and we should see that the PeatBog farm is actually running. You can actually make some hollow, some of these covers with the hole in the center. You can use them to go around the pipe. I did it on the other one. So it's starting to look pretty good now. Just want to leave that end there open because we need it. Or I will need it anyway. I get that standing in lava probably isn't practical for you guys, but it is for me. Find your own way. These can be full blocks. And there we have it. All covered up. And we're not seeing any action up here. I wonder why. Got bog earth. Come on, buddy. Diggy diggy. You're not building. Hello? Maybe he's lacking power. Maybe. I don't see any other reason for him to not be building. So again, it looks like we're expanding this again. Okay, so this is quite a power chewer compared to what I thought. I had all this running on one biomass engine. Doesn't help these guys are not warm either. Not putting out a great deal. Come on, mate, you should be building. So I may just stop the recording here and I'll resume it once this guy starts to build. Yeah, so it's starting to build now. I worked out what the issue was just a lack of power. I tried removing the wall here, but that was not the issue. So the issue is a lack of power due to the fact that those engines are struggling to power the pulverizer over there. So I grabbed some of these redstone energy cells. If I put one of these next to this guy, tops him right up, stops him straining on the system. This is a fully charged one though, so you're not going to be able to get them. So you're going to need a bit better power supply than this. As I said, one biomass engine can power the whole lot quite easily and pretty efficiently. So it may pay to just ferment a bit of that up in a fermenter and put it in by a bucket, or just have a Buildcraft tank there that you can put something to get it going if you're making a complete system. But this is yeah, completely self-sustaining once it gets going, and as you can see, it's building quite quick now that it has power and it's not struggling to power that pulverizer. I think we finally ran out of bog earth. Yep. So it shouldn't be so bad once. Should be able to keep on top of it once this guy's not running non-stop. And he's nearly caught up, so probably could have saved yourself that hassle if you didn't just put dirt in, you actually made the bog earth and put it in. You wouldn't have this power shortage like I have. Hindsight, it's a great thing. It really is. So as quick as this guy can make the sand, it's being made. Should have an order for 8 more, yeah? No? May have gone out of a bit of sync there sometime. 4 in there. 4 in there. Still got the right number. First lot of dirt starting to come back in from the machinery upstairs. And there we have it, completely built. So I think this is a good spot to end this video, and the next video we'll continue to make the rest of the system to make that peat that we've got now into fertilizer. So enjoy, keep safe.